I look like death over here. Good morning. It is the first day of the Royal Readathon and I'm very excited about it. Okay, technically it started yesterday. I got my days wrong, but we're starting today, so it's fine. But I'm getting ready for work, so I'm gonna put my makeup on and talk about my TBR because I filmed the TBR, like I included all of it in my August, I don't know why I put that quotes, August TBR. But I've changed it up just a little bit. The first prompt is, long live the king, read a book with a male protagonist. Any of these books on my TBR could work, but I picked this one, Boyfriend Material by Alexis Hall, because it has two male protagonists, so I figured it would be the best option of them, although all of them have at least one. Step one. Alright, and the second prompt is, may the best woman win. Read a book about women fighting for power. And for this one, I chose Cinderella is Dead by Kaylin Bayron. I've said her name so many times, I don't know why I still struggle. But Cinderella's Dead, it's about two women fighting for power. So we're, you know, overachievers in this house, apparently. Okay, eyeliner is done. Prompt number 3 is, Who Run the World Girls? Read a book set in a queendom. So for this one, I'm actually choosing to read the group book, which is A Song of Wraiths and Ruins by Roseanne A. Brown. I don't actually know if this is set in a queendom, but according to Booked and Busy, her announcement video, she said this can count for all the prompts except for the last one. So I'm counting it for this one as well. So hopefully it is set in a queendom because none of my other books are. Alright, it's time for the easiest step. Done. Prompt number 4, bells will be ringing. Read a book featuring a romance. Again, this could literally be any of these, but I'm going to say Boyfriend Material because this is literally a contemporary romance, so I feel like that's the closest. Why do I keep using quotes? Someone help me. Alright, done. And the last prompt is, a name fit for a king, have a royal word in the title. So they gave some examples, but I decided to go with this. So this is the one book that's different from my original TBR, and that is A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. Court is a royal word because you have the king's court and the queen's court and the royal court. So I'm counting it. It counts. If I have time, I'll read the original book I had planned for this, which was Return of the Prince. But that's my least priority. And that is the update. That's my start. So I hope you enjoyed this very unenthusiastic get ready with me. Sorry this is a little bit awkward, but I'm trying not to have like the backlit weird situation going on. It is Monday afternoon. It is not. It is almost 7:30 in the evening, so it's definitely past afternoon, and I'm just sitting down to eat dinner, but I got some packages, so I thought we could open them. I'm very excited about it. So I know what this one is, so I'm going to open it first. this is volume 2 of Saga by Brian K. Vaughan. I read volume 1, I don't know how many years ago. It feels like forever ago that I read it. But I have had volume 2 on my wish list since I read it. But I'm definitely going to have to reread volume 1 before I go into volume 2. So, but I'm not mad about that because I remember loving volume 1. So. Alright, so there's some weird tape on this one, but I'll get that off later. That kind of bothers me because this is a new copy and it's got like dance and anyway. This is Not Your Idol. This is a manga about a girl who is like a pop star or an actress or something, and she gets assaulted by one of her fans, so she decides that she doesn't want to deal with that anymore and starts dressing like a boy. And then I think one of her male classmates figures out who she is. So I just think this one's going to be really fun and interesting. I have The Bone Houses by Emily Lloyd-Jones. This was on my recent video, 5-star predictions video. And I'm so excited to read this. See, this is what a new book should look like. All saran wrapped and pretty. Anyway, this is The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager. I read Lock Every Door and Home Before Dark. Loved both of them so much. So I needed to pick up his other 2 books, but I'm starting with this one. And I'm so excited about this one. I don't think this was on my 5-star predictions video, but it should have been. Day 3 of the Royal Readathon. I'm definitely feeling better this morning than I was yesterday because yesterday was rough. But I feel better. So last night, last night I updated you on A Song of Race and Ruin. I haven't read any more of that. I'm still page 111. But I did read A Court of Mist and Fury, or at least I started last night, and I am on page 157. I am just loving every moment of rereading this series, and I am so sad that I haven't read it, but reread it before now. It's been 4 years since I read it the first time, and I'm finally rereading it, and I'm loving it because I'm actually annotating as I go. And in case you're wondering, I don't annotate for like studying it, or like I know some people have like color coding systems. I don't. I literally just pick a color that looks good. So like this one is blue. I picked blue, but then I use a couple of pinks for just moments that I really, really love. And then this random orange is because I ran out of blue and I'm waiting for the ones that I ordered to be delivered. So I will replace that orange with blue when they come. But I basically just write down random thoughts that I have, or just to highlight or underline lines that I like. So like this line here. So in the last book, or in A Court of Thorns and Roses, goodness, I'm struggling. In A Court of Thorns and Roses, when Feyre and Rhysand make their bargain. She asks him what he'll make her do, and he says, well, maybe I'll make you learn how to read to really torture you, as a joke. And then the first thing he makes her do is learn how to read. And I just wrote, well, you can't say he didn't warn you. Like, just things that I find funny. Or like he says, like he gets kind of angry about when Tamlin bit her in the neck. And I just wrote, is that a bit of jealousy that I see or hear in your voice? And just random thoughts that I have. So I don't annotate it for like critical thinking or anything. I literally just annotate it. So whenever I go back to read it, I'm like, I remember thinking that. It's just kind of funny thoughts or things that I was thinking at the time that I read it.
Hello. What time is it? It's only 8:51. We're doing great. So it is Tuesday evening. I had class tonight until 7. And then I had dinner. And then I took a shower. No, that's not right. I had class until 6:30. It's been a long day. It doesn't matter what time I had class till. The point is, I'm here to update you about reading stuff. So, I listened to more of my audiobook today. Did I update you already? I don't think so. Anyway, I listened to more of my audiobook today. I got to page like 189, I think. So, we're doing great. I think I'm at 40% of the way through, so that's good. However, what are you doing? However, I was getting a little antsy having not finished a book yet because the books I started with are 2 hefty books. One of them being A Court of Mist and Fury, which is like 800 pages. I don't know if it's 800 pages. It's a lot of pages. You're actually balanced on it right now, so I can't look at it. But I decided I wanted to pick up a short book so I could finish it. So I picked up Return of the Prince, and I finished it. So, 1 book down for the readathon, and it has a royal word in the title, and it's a romance, and it has a male protagonist. So we're doing great so far. I don't want to say negative about it. I did not really enjoy this. I was very confused for most of it. This is its own series. This is the Prince Duet series. It's book 1. So, to me, I should be able to go into this and get all the information. However, this is a part of like a big, expansive world, which I know it's not brand new because like Cassandra Clare did that with her Shadowhunters. You know, it's like you should read from book 1 all the way to all of her series or whatever. But this is a part of the big, expansive Royals world, which is Royals Undercover, which has 2 books, Royals Undone, which has 2 books, Royals United, which has 2 books. And then this starts the Royals Elite, which has 5 books. It's just very confusing. Anyway, the point is, there were a lot of details that weren't explained in here because you got them in other parts of this World Series. We're not playing baseball. Is that baseball? Gosh, if that's, I don't know. Anyway, that, I was confused. Also, the characters' motivation, sorry, this angle is weird. We're not fixing it right now because I'm very tired. Like, I'm loopy tired because last night I didn't go to bed till like 1 o'clock and then I couldn't fall asleep. So we're doing fantastic. But anyway, I was really confused and the characters' motivations changed. Like someone flipped a coin and it was like, oh, time to change. So, in the beginning, we have two main characters. We have Tristan and Ariel. In the beginning of this book, Tristan goes on and on in his mind, his internal monologue about how he does not want to go home. She despises Tristan for some reason. Like, I still don't really understand, but whatever. I mean, they did tell us why. It just doesn't make sense. Tristan does not want to go home. And then she has to end up or she is like a guard or a knight for the prince, for Tristan's cousin. And so he sends Ariel to go help him because he gets shot at or something. That's not important. And so she still hates him. She still despises him. But suddenly Tristan is like, I'm in love with you. But he also said that he never wanted to see her again. And whatever. All of a sudden, Tristan's been this whole time coming up with this plan so he can go back home because it's his home and he wants to go home. But he literally just said, like the chapter before, that he can't go home and he doesn't want to go home. But now he does, and he's been working on this, like, agreement with this sports team in his home place so he can go home. And she's like, no, I will never love you again because you hurt me. Still confused about that. Like, boom, I love him, but I don't want to. So it's like you go from hating him and despising him and never loving him, and then you go, but I love him, but I don't want to. It's just so many things. And then when we get to the reveal of, like, why they hate each other, it's resolved in, like, 2 sentences. And then they're having sex. Oh, look, it's 9 o'clock on the dot. So I can go to bed and not feel guilty about it. Are you ready for bed? Nixie, you ready for bed? Are you? Are you ready? She's already asleep. Hey guys, it is now 8 o'clock on Thursday evening. So we're doing great so far. I am so tired. I left work at 3:40 because we had a staff meeting after work. Drove straight to class, which is a 45-minute drive. Had class for 2.5 hours. Two hours. It's late. And then drove 45 minutes home. However, the day was made better because I got Taco Bell. So I'm living my best life. But I got some packages and I got some updates. So let's do that. First of all, last night I read more of A Court of Mist and Fury, and I'm now on page 214. So I think I'm like a fourth of the way through, or a third of the way through. Looks like a third, doesn't it? That's what I think. Anyway, I'm loving this reread. It's not going super fast, but you know, it's fine. However, I did finish today A Song of Race and Ruin. I really enjoyed it. It's not my favorite fantasy I've ever read. I definitely liked how different it was. It was definitely unique. There was a lot of things that you don't see often in YA fantasies. There is an audience for this book, a huge audience. I'm just not one of those people. I feel like I've recently gotten, like, my taste in fantasy has been changing. So I'm still trying to figure out what I enjoy. And I enjoyed this, but I didn't love it. And I did, since I had 45 minutes drive back with no audiobook, I started listening to Capturing the Devil by Carrie Maniscalco. This is the last book in the Stalking Jack the Ripper series, and I'm so excited about it. But let's open this skinny one. These are my flags for annotating. I'm so excited about it. So each one of these, I believe it was 1,200, but look how many colors there are. I'm so excited about all these colors. We have like the flag ones, and then we have the arrows, and then just the square. And are they clear? They are, and they are clear. So I love these so much. If you annotate or you like these page flags, I will put a link to them in the description because these are fantastic. I love these so much. Oh, I just really love all the different colors. Look at that. 10. There are 10 different colors.
All right. Hello, it's Friday. I'm so excited that it's Friday. You do not understand how excited I am that it is Friday. But it's Friday. Let me give you an update. So today I listened to more of Capturing the Devil. I'm currently on page 119 on chapter 15. So I'm making some good progress in this one. I'm very excited about it. I'm loving it so far. This might be my favorite one. This might be my favorite. And obviously, I still have quite a ways to go. I just hope I continue to love it as much as I'm loving it right now. I didn't read any more of A Mist of Court and Fury last night, and I didn't start any of my other 2 books. So that's my focus for this weekend. I'm thinking about doing a 24-hour readathon this weekend, so we'll see if that happens. But hey guys, sorry that's really bright. It is now Sunday at 6 p.m. So it is the final day of the Royal Readathon, and I don't think I'm going to get any more books read. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to finish any more books tonight, and I really want to go ahead and start editing this vlog so it can go up on time. So I'm going to wrap up what I read this week. I actually think I did pretty well, even though I didn't actually read most of the books on my TBR. So I'm just going to restate what the prompts are really fast. So the first was to read, I'm going to hold up my book here. Read a book with a male protagonist. Read a book about a woman fighting for the throne or power. Read a book set in a queendom or matriarchal society. Read a royal romance or a book with romance. And read a book with a royal word in the title, and then read the group book. So here we go. The first book that I started and finished this week was A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I actually started this one on Sunday, thinking that the readathon started on Monday. So I did finish this during the readathon. I just forgot, or just didn't know that I finished it on the readathon, so there's that. But this book counts for the challenge. Well, the one I'm counting it for is to read a book about a woman fighting for power. Let me make sure that's right. Yes. So I'm using this one for read a book about a woman fighting for power. Because Feyre definitely is fighting for power in this one. We still don't know if she wins, though. The next book, Yes, okay, so the next book that I finished this week was Return of the Prince by Nana Malone. This one I read for the prompt, well, 2 prompts actually. The first one was to read a book with a male protagonist, and the second was to read a royal romance. Oh, and the third was to read a book with a royal word in the title. This book counted for 3 prompts. Technically, most of these books can count for more than 1 prompt. That's what I love about these prompts, is that they are so versatile with YA books really, but books in general. So, but this one definitely has a royal word in the title, Prince. This is a romance between the prince and a female. I don't know why I said that so weird. And the main character is our prince. Then the third book that I finished was the group book, A Song of Wraiths and Ruins by Roseanne A. Brown. This one obviously satisfies the challenge for read the group book, but it also satisfies the challenge for read a book, or read a book set in a queendom, because there's the queen in this book. So that is actually all of the challenges. So I've done all the challenges, but I did finish one more book this week, and that was Capturing the Devil by Carrie Maniscalco. I actually finished this in like a day and a half. So, I did get to talk about it briefly. I talked about it right when I started it, and then I finished it like the next day. So there's that. So that's exciting. So these are the books that I finished this week. And then the books that I started but did not finish are A Court of Mist and Fury, which I am a little over halfway through, but I'm loving it. I also started the audiobook of Catherine House. I'm only right there. So I'm about a fourth of the way through maybe, and I'm also loving it. I'm loving this more than I thought I would, but my camera battery is about to die, so we're going a little fast. And the last book that I started, if I haven't finished, is Boyfriend Material by Alexis Hall. I am on page 119, and I'm also loving it. I'm just loving all the books I'm currently reading, and I really wish that I could at least finish this one because it was on my TBR for this week, but I really don't think I'm going to. I'm going to try to read a little bit more tonight, but honestly, I don't think I'm going to finish it. So that's all the books that I read this week. I hope you liked this vlog. I feel like it was a little scattered, but you know what? It's fine. We got lots of books read. I did all the challenges, so I'm pretty proud of myself. But, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. But that's all I have for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, you should give me a like, and I'll see you next time. Bye.